in a 4 video camera setup for recorded video, for live streaming, and for podcasting. So we've got 2 different sets going on that I am about to show you. Oh, there's Greg. Say hi, Greg. So this is a studio build out that we are doing for one of our clients. Her name is Hillary Walsh. Her and Sean are just freaking amazing people, and we're excited to see their dreams come true. I've got this amazing backdrop that we are working with, like super cool. Let me show you kind of what the camera shot looks like, and I will flip the camera. So the camera shot kind of looks like with, you know, the host and all of the greenery in the background with this nice yellow chair. So it's gonna really pop. Obviously, nothing is set in stone yet. We're really just in day 2 of a day 5 build. So I thought I'd walk you through kind of what the plan is in here and kind of show you all the gear. So it is actually, as you can see, a very narrow, I gotta turn the fan off. So it's gotten really hot in here. So we got a fan. Let me close some doors. Okay. So it's a very narrow space, and we are in an office space. As you can see, we have dropped ceilings. So we definitely have some things that we have had to mount differently than traditional rooms that we love to work in. It is going to be a cool setup, Vinny. Okay, so let me start with this first set. So there are 4 sets, and let me show you here. Okay, so we've got the backdrop that I showed you, right? We've got the plant backdrop. This is an amazing, I want this. I'm like so jealous, right? So jealous. We've got a hair light coming down into this set right here. As you can see, the camera is right there. We've got the camera, obviously. Again, you guys, this is gonna look so messy. Day 1 and day 2 of any studio build are really like the mess. Well, okay, the whole thing is messy until it all comes together, isn't it? Let's just face it.
Roughing it in. Right? Roughing it in.
Yeah, so what we do is we literally rough everything together. So let me show you. So all of this is not gonna look like that when we're done with it. It's just rough cables, rough positioning, all this stuff that we have kind of on the table up here won't be on the tabletop by the end of this. We've got a Stream Deck in place. We've got a Mackie DLZ XS as well. Here we go. And we've got an Elgato prompter there, a second monitor, the UPS, a rack to hold a bunch of gear as well and hide it away. So the entire mess, which is just fun right now. And then we've got over here the second set. So that's the first set, that whole section right there with the 2. So that's got 1 camera. This is just mainly for like Zoom calls and solo shows. And then we've got this second set, which is going to be a podcast set. Thank you, Vanna White. And you can see here, this is the main camera for the podcast set. Now, because there are 2 people, we are going to want 3 cameras in this video set. So we're going to have a wide shot for both people, and then we're going to mount 2 cameras off to each side, and we're still figuring out where those are going to go. That is what Greg is working on right now. You want to kind of talk through some of the decisions that we have to make with the 2 cameras?
So in the podcast set, we have the wide shot, which is the main shot, has 2 people. Then there's going to be a camera for the host and a camera for the guest.
Right, close-ups.
Which will be close-ups, exactly. And generally, you want to put those kind of across
so like
each
if this is the chair, the host, it should go right over there.
Exactly, it should go over here, which is a doorway.
Yeah.
So, so we have to we're going to try to make some adjustments on either mounting it on the wall or on another Varipole, like we have
right there.
The main camera off of this Varipole.
And we're using some cool drop ceiling adapters for the Varipoles because, as you know, those are tension rods. Oh, I didn't even show you these. These are awesome. Again, drop ceiling adapter for this pole that just drops down. That way there's nothing coming on the floor there.
So what happens is we replace the top of a Varipole. Normally it would just push right up and it would just push right through the
The drop ceiling.
right through the drop ceiling because it doesn't hold structurally.
That wouldn't be good.
So we have these great little scissor mounts that go in the top of the Varipole.
Yeah.
And then they clamp on to the cross brace
Yeah.
of the drop ceiling, the steel cross brace,
awesome.
and that's what holds the Varipole in place. So it's not quite as strong as.
So we wouldn't want to load a whole bunch of things on it.
Yeah, so Lori's not going to be swinging around that pole.
Excuse me?
But we can definitely put a camera on it.
So that is definitely a cool little like hack, right? And what we're gonna do first is actually just not mount anything with these two other cameras. By the way, we're both very sweaty, so you're just gonna have to forgive us.
Sorry.
And we can't move the door, Marcus. So we're going
I
to.
like your thinking though.
Hello, Daniel. So we're just gonna plug it in. Basically what he's doing right now is just plugging this into power so that we can see the shots. We're gonna hold them in various locations throughout the area here so that we can kind of see what would look the best. And then we'll figure out the mounting solution for that. And we'll have to figure out, the whole like backdrop. We talked to the clients today about the backdrop and what they'll put in there, et cetera, but we've got a lot going on in this little room. Like, how big is it? What was the official dimensions? Do you remember?
It's like 10 by
10
20?
by,
maybe?
no, it's more than that, 30 maybe.
No.
Yeah, 25.
All right, I'll split the difference with you.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, this is a really cool build that I'm just grateful to be a part of, and Hillary and Sean are going to do wonderful work from this studio. Obviously, those of you joining late, I see a bunch of you just hopped on this, and all of this is undone. This is day 2 of a 5-day build, and each day brings something new, fun, challenges, because there are always challenges when you're dealing with tech, right? So let's see, is that iMac running the whole studio? This is an M3 Mac, yeah. So this is an M3 iMac, and there is conversation about changing the Mac eventually. Of course, eventually. You always want to change it eventually. But shortly, we may be making some changes to that. But right now, I'm kind of working on some of the software setup, the Stream Deck, and all of the layouts. Obviously, you can see I haven't done anything yet with the software itself. If you haven't used Ecamm, I'll drop a link. You can try a free trial of it. It's what we run the entire studio on. And yeah, so it is running this entire studio. We're gonna have 2 Stream Decks, one for here, one for the podcast studio. And I mean, that's about it for now. Like, it's just a big mess, but it is all coming together. And everybody who walks in here is like, oh my God, it looks so cool. So I love to see that. And I'll keep you updated. We're gonna shoot tons of video, tons of pictures as the situation progresses. That sounded like an official news report.
Yeah. Situation changes.
As the situation progresses.
First update you hear.
Obviously, we get a little loopy. Now, we're in Phoenix, so it's like 100. I don't even know. I don't even check the weather anymore because I don't want to know how hot it is. But the moment you step outside, it's like
over 100 easily.
whoosh. So it is very, very hot. So I'm gonna get off here and turn the fan back on so that we don't die. All right. Yeah, no bottlenecks. We have solutions for all of that. Drop your comments, and as I create more content around this studio, because it is a cool little studio, because there's, you know, 2 sets going on in a small environment. And so I just kind of wanted to showcase, you know, you can do this stuff. You can have all that you want. And there are solutions that literally every bottleneck you might incur. So, or occur. I blame heat stroke for anything I say stupid.
Yeah.
I've
Blame
been
the
doing
heat.
that all week.
Blame the heat.
All right, you guys. Thank you for popping on. Thank you for asking questions. Definitely ask more questions in the comments on the replay, and I will answer those as I create more content for this studio. Hi, Clayton. Oh, you're also in Arizona. Nice. It's 105, the official report from Vinny here.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Weatherman Vinny.
All right. Thanks, Greg. You guys, we'll see more of you, and keep dropping those questions. Bye. Ah, yay! There she is, Hillary herself.
Yes, this is
Sorry.
so amazing. Yeah, sorry.
You like it?
We're coming to check it out. It's
Oh,
so
okay,
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
We were just live real quick doing
No,
a
it's
behind the
so
scenes
amazing.
tour.
I had no idea. I didn't hear you having fun. I didn't know it was live.
Ah,
Yeah.
live fun. The best
We always have
kind.
live fun.
All right, I'm
No,
going to
you
give
can
her a
check
little
it out.
tour
She's
personally.
done.
Bye.
She's done. She's done.